Ever pondered the intriguing puzzle of why two Koreas exist instead of a single unified nation? The story, like many tales of geopolitical division, weaves through a labyrinth of war, ideology, and superpower politics. It begins in the waning days of World War II in 1945. The Korean Peninsula, then under Japanese rule, found itself at the crossroads of a new world order. As the Allied forces emerged victorious, two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, took the reins of global leadership. The Korean Peninsula, strategically located between these two giants, became a stage for their contrasting ideologies. The 38th parallel, a line of latitude, was chosen as a temporary demarcation line, splitting the peninsula into two zones of influence. In the north, under the watchful eyes of the Soviet Union, Kim Il-sung, a guerrilla fighter against Japanese rule, rose to power, establishing a communist regime. The south, under the guardianship of the United States, saw the ascension of Syngman Rhee, an anti-communist and an advocate for Korean nationalism. The temporary division, once thought of as a provisional solution, hardened into a permanent borderline. In 1950, the Korean War broke out, a brutal and devastating conflict that ravaged the peninsula. The war ended in 1953 with an armistice, not a peace treaty, leaving the two Koreas technically at war for nearly 7 decades now. Throughout the Cold War, the North and the South developed along divergent paths, amplifying their ideological and political differences. North Korea, with its Juche ideology, advanced towards self-reliance and militarism, while South Korea embraced capitalism and democracy, becoming an economic powerhouse. Today, the Korean Demilitarized Zone, a 4-kilometer-wide band stretching across the peninsula, stands as a stark symbol of this unhealed division, a scar on the face of East Asia. As we delve into the labyrinth of history, we find that the division of Korea wasn't a singular event, but a process, a series of decisions and events that unfolded over years. It was a product of global politics, ideological clashes, and the relentless tug of war between superpowers. The choice of the 38th parallel, the establishment of contrasting regimes, the outbreak of the Korean War, and the subsequent development of the two Koreas, each tells a part of this intricate tale. To summarize, the division of the Korean Peninsula is a historical and political conundrum, born out of the ashes of World War II and hardened by the fires of the Cold War. It's a tale of two Koreas, each pursuing its path, yet bound by a shared history and a dream of reunification. A tale that continues to shape East Asia and the world at large. So the next time you ponder why there are two Koreas, remember, it's a question not just of geography but of history, ideology, and the complex dance of global politics.